An early influence was the Watts Towers, and they're built by a man named Simon Rodia, and I think they were built maybe from the 30s through the 50s, the middle 50s, or something like that. And he was an Italian immigrant. He was not taught in terms of engineering or structures or anything. And he built these towers on this little plot of land which was 30 by 15 feet. And I forget how tall they are, maybe like 100 feet, or maybe they just seem to go up forever. But they're these beautiful spires that he built. And he would go to the dumps and get, I think they were like the iron pieces from beds, and bits, and he would tie that together with wire because he didn't have any sort of welding knowledge or anything like that. So he'd bind them together with wire and then cover it with concrete, and then in the concrete he would embed bits of mosaic tile and shells and beautiful stones and things such as that. And they're magnificent. I mean, my mother grew up when her grandmother lived in Watts, and so she would see him when he was building it when she was growing up. And of course he actually he hadn't died, but he had moved on from the towers by the time we got to go there. But I think 3 is like the earliest photograph documentation I have of myself being there with my older sister, and it told me that, you know, art could be made out of anything. I did this piece, which is titled "Hear the Lone Whistle Moan," as part of the Arts and Transit program for the Metro Transit Authority. It's on the 125th Street train station, which is a historic station for the Metro North, and it actually crosses over 125th Street, which is what we see in the background. I was always intrigued with trains as a symbol in terms of the role it's played in Black American lives and African American lives, and the range of that role, going from, of course, the Underground Railroad with Harriet Tubman, which was, of course, bringing slaves to the North to be freed, and it being symbolic for, it replaced the chariot in a certain sense, in that when you died, the train would come and get you and take you to heaven.